Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking to you about a specific document located inside TCMPC called the STAAR analysis document. So you can go into any content, any grade level. I'm going to go into Algebra 1 and click over here to my resources and then click, we'll actually pause. So before you click into anything, you can see right here that the STAAR analysis document by unit is actually right under the resource tab. But if you're wanting to see the other versions, you click into Math STAAR Resources and then Algebra 1 STAAR Resources. And you have 3 different versions of the STAAR analysis. So you have the STAAR analysis by unit, which you just saw on the previous page. If you click here, it looks the exact same as it did on that previous page. You can turn on this list view and you can see them visually if you're a visual person. So next you have the STAAR analysis by SE, so that's by standard. So if you click inside of here, the STAAR analysis is listed by TEAC or by standard. So this is in alphabetical and numerical order. So of course 8.1 or 10 is going to come before 8.2 or 8.3 or 8.4, etc. And then last you have the general STAAR analysis document. So the general STAAR analysis is going to be every single release STAAR question from 2016 to 2024 over every single standard. So if you go ahead and scroll down to the very first question, it has a snippet of the question. It tells you the SE that it's under, which is 8.2a. And then the second part of this page, underneath the question, is going to be where you find your rationales. So this tells you on the right-hand side how the state did on this question. So what percent of the students from the state chose answer A, answer B, answer C, and answer D. And then on the left, where you see all these words, it's basically explaining to you first off, why the correct answer is correct, and then why the wrong answers are incorrect. If you come back up here to the top, this information at the top tells you, again, the standard, if it's a readiness TEAC versus the supporting TEAC. It tells you the reporting category, what unit this corresponds to. You can obviously see the question type. So this one is a multiple choice, but if it was short constructive response or technology, you would see that here. You can also see what year this question comes from, which is spring 2024. And then you can also see in this document the frequency of standard testing across the years. So this helps you prioritize your instruction. So if I scroll through, since the questions are in order, all of the questions tested for 8.2a are going to be right here in this first section. So I'm going to scroll and count how many there are. So I want to say I counted 24. I may have counted 1 or 2 more than once, but that means that this SE 8.2a has been tested 24 different times between 2016 to 2024. So that's a pretty heavily tested standard. Right here, I'm going to stop on this next question. So this was a technology integrated question. It looks a little bit different on the rationale because it doesn't tell you why a student may have gotten the wrong answer, but only why the correct answer is correct. But you still do have that side where it tells you what percent of the students got full credit, 0 credit, or partial credit. Now, the rationale is great for determining those misconceptions or misinterpretations that a student could have before you even teach the lesson. So I really recommend that you come and look at the way it's tested on the STAAR test. Use that backwards planning to help guide you craft better guiding questions to maybe address the misconception beforehand or before they get the wrong answer. You can also use this document to just pull questions to use on formative assessments. So I like to use STAAR release questions as formative assessments because I know those are rigorous enough and I don't have to worry about if this question I created on my own is going to be rigorous enough to the standard.